How's it going? Ingrid and I are in here as we're going over my adventures with Superman.
Woohoo!
Yep, and you can tell from her excitement, she really enjoyed the first two episodes.
I did. I really liked it a lot.
So did I. I don't get the hate, the trashing some of people are giving this show. And here's what I think. It's similar to what happened with He-Man Masters of the Universe. You had over a year of people just building up nothing but hatred, especially just based off of that one image. And they've had it in their mind that no matter, even if it was amazing, they were still going to trash it because in their eyes, it's woke.
This feels like classic Superman with a more modern coat of paint to me.
Exactly. I mean, there's some aesthetic change. Like Lois is not, she's an intern as opposed to already being well established by the time he shows up. But that's fine.
That makes sense. We can play around with some of the timeline details like that.
Also, how he, in the opening, how he learned about his powers and everything.
Yeah, that was really, really cute.
It was. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. I liked it how he saved that woman and her kid.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, where is it? This is acting up. I don't get it. Ah, there we go.
Ah.
Obviously, I gotta keep it, to a bare minimum. But just the fact that this woman had been, was so distracted by her kid, and that she was speeding. Oh, but that car trying to get the kite, and now notice how he has the glasses even at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, see, there she comes speeding through, and uh-oh, pothole! And she says, we're going to get to your grandfather's and all that. And, hold on, let me refresh. Maybe that'll help. But, I mean, I just like that, Al. He doesn't even sit by and wait. He just goes in and saves her.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, she's ready to... The fact she's so distracted, and that's a real issue.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you say, stressed out mom, maybe single mom, speeding, trying to get there as soon as possible, not paying attention because her kid's crying?
Yeah.
Is that a phone next to him? I think it was. But I love it. He saves them and yet has no idea, and she just drives off. Doesn't even say anything. Doesn't even try to figure out. She's just like, that happened.
Yeah.
That I don't believe. That I don't believe. Do you? But yeah, he just immediately learns how to fly. And I just love how excited he is.
It's good and bitter.
And like I said, even though Jimmy's black, he's Jimmy. This is not like Supergirl, CW Supergirl Jimmy, where he's Jimmy in name only.
Oh no, this is very definitely Jimmy.
Yep, and again, just so much of this is great. And okay, Lois here. Okay, I gotta say, even though she's Asian, it doesn't stand out. You know what I mean? And I don't mind her short haircut.
Yeah, it looks good on her.
Yep. Again, the comedy in all this is good. This is basically...
Yes, it is extremely relatable comedy. I love the running gag of Superman Clark accidentally breaking things.
Well, that happens. But yeah, like we said before, this is where we find out that Lois is an intern, just like Clark and Jimmy are. So they're all in the same boat. And I do like that, how as opposed to having them they're a team. You don't usually get that right off the bat.
It's like, hey, they're all already in something of a shared situation, and which I thought was really good for being able to introduce a core cast of characters right off the bat.
Yep. Oh, I love how adorkable Clark is.
Oh yes, that is an absolute treat.
Especially when he's like, had to save the cat, had to save the cat.
Yes, I would do that too if I could.
Ah, poor kitty. But yeah, so he's like, ooh, ooh. I know, he's like, had to save the cat, had to save the cat. Now, okay, the animation style, very anime-esque, but not overtly so, would you say? It's like, it is about as anime as Korra and Avatar are.
Yeah, but I think it really works.
Same animation, same studio, too.
Oh, yeah.
Same studio that also did the CGI Super Sons movie.
Ah.
You gotta see that. But yeah, so... And you know, the first time he's meeting Lois, it's like almost love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I just like how ganky Jimmy is.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so energetic. Oh, Perry White. This was Perry. You know what I mean? A very strict, no-nonsense Perry. Like,
oh, yes.
expecting the best out of you. But he's like, if you're gonna work here, you gotta bring me your A game. No. Oh, I tried, Mr. White.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you think about Jimmy being such a conspiracy nut?
I thought it is hilarious because we already know that there are some like space aliens involved here, and I think the conspiracy theorist who is right for the wrong reasons is a freaking hilarious trope.
Yep. Oh, I love they try to bribe him with the donuts. Oh, look at that. Just look at the animation again. Like, and he's just like, right?
This looks like a meme format right here.
I'm gonna take a screenshot right now.
Yes. This looks like golden meme format.
And you just put something else in the donut box.
Yes.
But if I look at all their eyes, it's like, duh. Again, the communist is good. And say what you will, but Clark he's good. Clark has been a dork like this. Come on, Christopher Reeves.
Yes.
Do people forget how Christopher Reeve was? He was the milksop. This is not a milksop Clark, though. Oh, but again, I gotta say, you know what one show I would compare this to, but differently? It's like an animated take on the Lois and Clark, the New Adventure of Superman, where Superman is not the main focus.
Interesting.
It's Lois and Clark, and in this case, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Again, look at how he is. It's like, oh, well, okay, now, this I'm not a fan of. Livewire. Not a fan of her not being a shock jockey. Get it? Shock jockey, Livewire. And I that though, but let's be honest, she's black, or at least a lighter shade of black. Why do they feel like it's? Why is it this same cliche of, oh, she's black, give her lightning powers? Aren't you just as fed up as I am about, oh, blacks get with electric powers by default?
I guess I'd need to have been more immersed in the space for that to bother me more.
Here, all right. Static Shock, Black Lightning, Black Vulcan, Miles Morales.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is kind
That's
of
four right there.
Friend.
That's four right there. And there's been others as well. But so having her be black and having her have lightning powers, I'm not a fan of that. It's like they didn't think it through. Now, was it malicious like some people think? No.
It is possible to have done things in just poor taste, and I feel like with the
look at what happened. Hey, look at Power Rangers. You had a yellow, an Asian as the yellow, and a black as the Black Ranger. Pure coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
You are aware of that, right?
Yes, but yeah, things are. I
A
think
spade's a
we watched
spade.
a lot in the discussion when things aren't allowed to just be in poor taste anymore.
Sometimes a spade is a spade.
Mm-hmm.
But again, overall, I wasn't a fan of her not being a shock jock. But for what we had, she wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a fan of her being this mercenary. Oh, the news kid legion.
Yes.
By the way, do you know these are based off of characters that Jack Kirby created, right?
Oh no, I did not know that.
Hold on, let me get it. Right here, the Newsboy Legion. Now they were called the Newsboys for a reason, because they were all boys originally.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, calling them the News Kids, I don't mind that.
I don't mind that either.
And now they're their own group, but yeah, I do like it. Now, whether or not they're going to be clones of scientists remains to be seen.
Oh boy.
What do you think? Do you think they're going to go? Do they feel like they're going to go that route? Or do you think they're just kids?
For now, I think I'm just gonna assume that they're just kids.
Yeah, but they end up being, the kid clones of some scientists. I would not be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, now, what do you think about Lois lying to Clark?
Hmm.
And then him being upset, rightfully so, because she's risking their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the funny thing, it's typical Lois.
It really is. It's just like, and the thing is that the whole thing felt believable, and I could sort of get why Lois did it, even if it was a big no. Because it's just like, there was some good intent behind this. It wasn't just to get the scoop, it was inform people about something important.
We'll be guaranteed a job.
Yeah, it's just, it was a bit short-sighted and not well thought through.
And but Clark was more upset. Like, Clark would have done it, yes, but he's upset that she took the choice away from him.
Mm-hmm, which makes perfect sense.
I think that's what he's more mad about. He's mad that she took the choice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, I would be mad too if someone took the choice away from me on something that important that risked my own job.
Yeah.
But again, I do like this what they're doing on how they find all the weapons and everything. And again, the characterizations are so well done.
Mm-hmm.
And the news kids help out still.
Indeed.
Now see, it's mostly Clark until he needs to become Superman. I do like, again, typical Lois. She's able to try and handle herself, but gets herself into more trouble because that's her characterization.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, Perry's not happy, and unfortunately, he assigns it to the senior crew. That is unfair.
Yeah, that is really unfair.
But Lois being Lois feels like we could do it again. We did great together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a great first episode. You know the first episode's available on YouTube, right?
Oh, I did not. That's great.
Yep. But let's move on to the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll give our overall thoughts afterwards, but I'm just jumping around, the bits and pieces here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what did you think about Ma and Pa? How they were designed? How you have a much heavier Ma, which, to be fair, she was like that post-crisis.
Mm.
She wasn't the sexual, hot mom that she was in
It feels more natural for an empty nester mom kind of character.
Well, not just that, but being a farmer's wife.
Indeed, you'd have to have a bit more meat on your bones to be able to handle that profession.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I mean, let me look about post-crisis Ma and Pa. Yep, there they are. Come on. Hate that. Hate when that happens. Don't you?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ah,
See what I mean?
indeed.
In fact, the whole hot Martha came about from Smallville. Of course, when you have a nano-tool.
Yeah.
I mean, once you have this.
Yeah.
I mean, now, granted, that works for this version. Could I see her becoming the other version? Hell no. But hold on. Heck, but even by when they did stuff like this version, she's more on the older side, but you can see she's not as how she was here.
Indeed.
Or here from Earth 1. Again, you see what I mean? It's like she has a better body. Even here again, when she's on the older side, though, you could definitely believe that she was a knockout when she was younger, right?
But I feel like Ma and Pa sort of having more of like an ordinary average look to them really fits the whole vibe and story of Superman a lot better. Like, yep. They're just everyday people, and that's the point.
And from Kansas. But again, like I said, I'm just bringing it up because there are people out there who are like, oh, why they have to fatten up Martha?
But it's just like, you do understand that there are a more diverse body range for women than just Beanpole.
I know, and again, just look at her here. Again, now, granted, she's heftier here by a little bit, but not by much. Am I right?
Yeah.
It feels like once you have once you have the sexualized version, that's all people want. Which bothers me. I mean, look at what happened ever since Mortal Kombat 9. You've had everyone want to say, give us more MK9 outfits. Right?
I thought Mortal Kombat's appeal was more about all the violence and gore, not about all of the
sexy. Well, no, the sexy. But to be fair, though, they were one of those games that were more about the titillation than even Street Fighter was.
Ah, that's fair.
I mean, Street Fighter beat them to the punch, obviously, but Mortal Kombat then would have the more bodacious killer curve babes.
Huh.
Well, anyway, I do like, of course, how he actually is speaking Kryptonese.
Yeah, I thought that was a really nice point. We don't have a universal translator here, and it just gives that scene an appropriately alien feel to it.
But I also did like how when Clark's saying like he doesn't understand, Jor-El looked hurt.
Yeah.
I like that detail. It's like, what? Oh boy, again, Lois, what I love about this is Lois. Lois, how she is. This is how Lois has always been. This is her go get 'em attitude and everything. Why do people think this isn't Lois?
Probably because they don't have enough of a reference point for who Lois is. They've seen the pop culture version of her, not necessarily her full character history.
Or I think they're used to a Lois who is go-getter and she has the job.
But you got to get the job somehow, and you got to build that CV somehow, and sometimes that involves getting in a low-paying internship or whatever.
Yep. Now, again, what I like about this is that, well, yes, it is about, we do get to the action and everything, but it's still more of a, you want to say slice of life or what?
I feel like slice of life captures part of it.
Oh, I love this. How do you tell she's older? Add a little gray to her hair.
Yeah, that works perfectly.
It didn't go full gray, just a little. And
yeah,
I think she's put on a little more weight, but it's probably that older woman weight.
Yeah.
But again, I don't mind how she looks. She still looks good.
Yeah, it's just more of a down-to-earth, homey way.
She has that Rebel Wilson level of heft. You know what I mean, right? How Rebel, even at her heftiest, still had attractiveness to her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nowadays she's a knockout once she lost weight, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, again, just all of their characterizations throughout all of this. I mean, I know I'm breezing through stuff, but
Yeah.
oh, okay. One thing I gotta say though is this is bullshit that no one would fly over and not see this.
Yeah, that part did seem a little bit to me.
No, they could. I could have. Why didn't they have it be that it was covered up? I love the facial expressions.
Yes.
That they're like, oh no, wait, he did dig it up. Never mind. I forgot he did dig it up. But now think about this. Clark does not have the Superman outfit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, oh, there it is.
Yes, magical girl transformation Superman. I saw this clip and it's just like, okay, I'm sold. I want to watch the show.
But here's the thing though. He's giving him the outfit.
Yeah.
Yes, it's done like a magical girl thing. But when you think about it, we've had cases where Clark has had the outfit just onto him. They just went a little magical girl inspired, but we won't know until the next episode if this is going to be a regular thing or not.
Mm-hmm. But
do you think it will?
My personal bias would like it to be. I mean, I spent a considerable amount of money on Sailor Moon merch recently, if that tells you anything about the particular media background I come from.
Oh, Slade!
Slade. Oh.
Deathstroke. What did you think about this? He does. I get it. He's supposed to be younger, but. And I do like how instead of the eye patch, he has his hair covering his eye, but I'm not sure how I feel about him.
I don't know. I kind of liked him.
Well, of course, you're a girl probably liking him being the edge boy, right?
Yeah, though, let's just say guys with more silver hair, definitely something that turns my head.
I know. I get that. Hold on. Trying to find a good comic image of him. Kind of like this.
Ooh, that's not bad either.
Yeah, but that's him when he's old. Oh, look at him here from Titans.
Ooh. See, I'm learning all kinds of new things.
Oh, there's Amanda Waller that we will see.
Ooh.
But yeah, he's definitely an anime boy, as they say here. But
I don't mind it, though.
But like I said, eventually we will get this Slade here. This one. Kind of a Sean Connery look to him, doesn't he here?
Not wrong.
Am I right, though? Does he have, kind of have that Sean Connery look? Especially with that, with that ponytail.
I can't say it doesn't fit.
Yeah. But anyway, again, the fact that he's working, I do like how, once again, like other shows, there is an underlying narrative going on.
Mm-hmm.
But Livewire not happy, of course. Mm-hmm. But I do love how Martha helps him improve the outfit.
Yes.
Makes her own touches.
That was a wonderful little detail.
That's combining both versions. It used to be either Mom and Pa made it or it was from his Kryptonian stuff. Here, it's both.
And it really works so well.
And I like how originally it looked a little bit like the armor suit almost. You know, like some of the details to it looked a little like it.
Mm-hmm.
But then this one makes it look more like a fabric. But yeah, then we have him properly as Superman. You realize, he doesn't appear as Superman until the second episode.
Mm-hmm. But it makes sense.
And dealing with her as Livewire.
Mm-hmm.
That I did like the fight and everything. And but yeah, I just like the stuff with her. Oh, cock block! Jimmy, you knew what was going on. Why? We're gonna get that a lot, aren't we? He's gonna be the cock block because it's he's the roommate. That's the other thing I realized. You realize they're going to go with it. It's not just the glasses that is his disguise because How else is Jimmy's not going to be an idiot since they're roommates? He's probably seeing Clark without the glasses. Well, I love that. Like, whoo! So at least I do like how they're building up the romance. Oh, Amanda Waller. That's the Waller, right?
Oh, yeah.
She's not as thick as she was in other versions, but she's not skinny either. But yeah, so with all of this stuff, this was, again, such a good show.
Yeah, it's like I already want to see a lot more of this.
So do I. Now, obviously this was a two-parter, hence why there was the ongoing, one led into the other. Do you think that's going to be regular or no?
I feel like that was more of a pilot thing, and from then on we're going to get more of an episodic slice of life kind of thing, or at least that's what would make the most sense to me, with them sort of developing more of the underlying narrative in the background.
Definitely. I'm just keeping this on in here for the background. Like my wallpaper?
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yep. Well, yeah, where do we get the fortress and everything? But yeah, overall, this was a good start. And they already said there's going to be a season 2, although we all know that means it's the second half of the batch. Why do people act like, what, already? When it's like, you guys know that's the second batch, right? But I'm glad this is out. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Is it going to be like Superman the Animated Series? No. Definitely not. But it's not trying to be.
It's trying to be its own thing, and it's clearly succeeding.
It is. Again, do I truly want to see magical girl Superman transform all the time? No. Personally, I don't. Maybe once in a while, but I'm pretty sure this was just to give him his outfit.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if they did it, it would be a quick way for him to change and everything and be spectacular, but let's be honest, they're not going to erase their runtime doing that every time. This isn't an actual anime where you need to pad the runtime.
Yeah.
I mean, remember Digimon, how they would keep on, Digivolve, and they would just use that to buy time?
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm right, aren't I? How they would used to do that? Or, I mean, because, it's like, Digimon, Digivolve 2, Digivolve 2, because you keep going through it, you keep on repeating, Digivolve, you just keep repeating the same thing for each character so they can pad out the runtime. It's like stuff like Sailor Moon would keep doing that with the transformations. I don't think they're going to do that here, though. They probably can't afford to do that.
Yeah. I imagine it's probably more going to be like if they do, it's more of a boop flash kind of thing.
Ha! What if he'll show up? Couldn't resist.
Pun unintended.
So who was your favorite character? For me, it's Lois and then Clark.
I'm honestly going to have to agree with that assessment.
Now, I'll be honest, I'm not saying I hate Jimmy, but Jimmy's always been the tag along. And I'm sorry, him being the cock block didn't help.
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from there. He definitely feels more comic relief at this point in time, but I'll give him the bandwidth to develop.
Yep, again, and I am curious on what the ongoing plot's going to be still. I did like how they handled the origin. It was an interesting way of handling it. And again, this is just another interpretation about him, but this feels like a Superman that is truly like a person of the people and everything. And again, yes, he's a dork, but I also like this. It's clear he's not using the full extent of his powers because he's always been holding back. Mental blocks and everything. And funny enough, that's what they did post-crisis. He wasn't moving and juggling planets in the old days. Some days he did have a limit. Eventually found out there was the mental blocks and he broke through them. But for the longest time, like for example, he used to think he needed to need oxygen to go into space. Why? Because he grew up on Earth. You need oxygen. It's that whole upbringing that leads into unknowingly developing mental blocks.
Yeah.
But now, do I want to see more action in these stories? Actually, no. I think this is a perfect balance of action and character.
I would
the
agree.
action. Save the action for the end.
Uh-huh.
Because again, this is about Lois and Clark and Jimmy. It's about them. Now, do you see them actually getting their main, stop being interns and getting full positions by the end of the season? Or do you think that's going to be the whole, always in their grasp, but never going to reach it? And I would say this, before you answer, I used to would say the former, but more these days, I would say the latter.
I mean, with the way it can be trying to move up in the corporate world sometimes, I can see them getting more privileges and more leeways, but I feel like, that promotion sort of being eternally on the horizon. If the fact that at the end the tagline got given to the senior people is any indication, I feel like that sort of set the tone. And I think it would really help the whole doing the right thing if there sort of is less plot reward for doing it.
Yeah.
Like, it makes those decisions have a bit more weight if there isn't some external incentive for choosing, or even actively discouraging them from choosing the right thing.
Right.
I think would fit the tone better.
Exactly. So, overall, what would you rate this pilot?
I would give it an 8 out of 10, personally.
Exactly. Now, was there anything you were critical about? Be honest, besides Jimmy. I would say there are some times where the animation doesn't always work.
And it can be a little bit slow at times.
Yes, definitely. But again, it's just, I can't really think of that much to complain about that cannot simply be answered by this is a different version. Like, people were saying, oh, Lois saved him. No, she didn't. Did we watch the same thing? He saved her more. And again, this is Lois, the go get him, gets herself into danger type of thing. What do people want from her? I mean, okay, I would say that. Livewire is still my issue because, again, it's not the Livewire I'm used to. I mean, come on. Lightning powers and she's a shock jock. It writes itself.
Yeah.
Here, this feels like she's Livewire in her identity, but everything else is not Livewire. But overall, though, again, I really enjoyed it. You guys should check it out yourself. Watch the first half of the pilot on Adult Swim's YouTube channel and speak in the comments about what you think. And we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye.
Hey, guys. Hey, again. After we recorded the other one, we recorded it a little bit after the episodes came out. By the time I was getting ready to edit it, the new episode came out, and I decided, screw it, let's just tack this on and have it be the first 3 episodes as opposed to the first 2. So my interview was super bad. So, so first of all, we get Superman's first proper outing. Well, not first, but, first post-reveal outing. And let's be honest, I love that. The blimp crashing and everything. A good story point. And I do like that. Superman's running to save. Lois is running for the story. It's typical in both of them. And this is where the anime style works, doesn't it?
It really does.
Especially with the lines, but... boom! But, come on. I can't seem to skip it forward. Hold on. I hate this problem. But, so what was your overall thoughts on this episode?
I feel like it wasn't necessarily as good as the 2 pilot episodes, but it keeps a good momentum and it seems to be introducing a lot of elements and setting the pace for how this will progress.
Yep. Now I would say this. One thing I'm not a fan of is that it's basically like you made Jimmy black and then you gender bent Ron Troop, the actual black member of the Daily Planet staff. That I am not a fan of, because that feels like, why? You already had an established, person, and then you just had to show the gender bend him because you made Jimmy black. Oh, come on! Why can't I skip ahead? What the heck's going on here? What the heck? Sorry, people. Technical difficulties. Aren't they grand? Why can't I skip ahead? You see I'm trying to, right? You do see I'm trying to skip ahead, right?
Yes.
But it's not.
I don't think the buffering has caught up with it yet, most likely.
No, but it's not even trying to load it. That's the thing. Let's see if it does it this time. Come on. See, look, I'm moving on ahead. It's not even doing skipping. Let me try a different window. Sorry, people. I am so sorry. Keep on talking about what you saw with the episode while I figure this out.
I really like how it seems like they're sort of solving the classic Superman power scaling problem by showing that he's learning his powers one by one within specific contexts where they're relevant. Like, hey, heat vision is very useful in a situation where you've got a machine that is slowly freezing the city. It's very relevant and on point. And I really like how that particular machine seems to have a very similar aesthetic to the spaceship that Superman came in on. So it's like, this could be a very interesting plot hook.
Exactly.
Although I have to say, I got a bad case of secondhand embarrassment when I saw Lois's plan to swipe the ID cards of the more proper reporters and then try to use that to sneak onto the scene.
They're not even the same. They're not even the same.
It's just like the inner common sense paladin in my brain is screaming, "You don't even look like the photos. This is going to go so wrong and so badly."
And what happened?
They pretty predictably get caught once the actual reporters try to come on the scene. It's just like, wait, but there were reporters here already.
Of course, it's the typical thing that's happened. Hold on, let me try Chrome. Let's try Chrome and see if this works. At the same
time, it seems like something that Lois Lane would come up with. It is very much in character kind of a plan.
Definitely. It is very much a Lois Lane plan. Very much so. And hold on, let me try one more time. Let me see if it works. All right. Even here it's not. Crapola. I can't keep showing it. We're not going to just spend 20 minutes wait for it to catch up. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. You've been seeing it. I'm having these issues, but you get my problem though. Like I said, with Rhonda instead of Ron, right? You get what I mean, right? It's like you have. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me get an image of him. Ron Troop. And there he is. See what I mean? He's been a long-standing character of the Daily Planet staff for years. And he's been around since the 90s. Each version, even New 52, still kept him around. But it feels like here, because they had Jimmy be black, we can't have another black guy, so let's make him, but we want to keep him black, so let's make her a girl. That's a disgrace to Ron when he's been such a mainstay. Am I right? Am I wrong? Doesn't that feel like that's why they gender bent, but because of Jimmy? to diversify the cast?
It wasn't really something I thought much about since I didn't know about the history of this
Oh,
character
yeah.
in particular.
But now that I'm saying that,
I can see where you're coming from on that front, but it's like,
yeah. Again, it just bothers me. Is what I'm saying. I mean, Steve Lombard. He is no different than he's ever been. This big muscle guy jocks. It's the fact that they got everyone else right. That's my issue. They got everyone else right, but Ron. But again, overall, but yeah, now the main threat was the Mist. Interesting character. Is it just weird they putting more of the anime designs into the villains? Have you noticed that? They're more of the anime style designs.
I mean, I think it works in its own way because comic villains always seem to look a little bit more bombastic, and that's sort of just translating that within painting the medium.
True. Oh, something I didn't think we brought about last time. What did you see about the teasing was how both Lois and Clark, when Jimmy was poking about like, you like him, they both pretty much said the same thing.
It was cute.
I loved it. And again, I like how the relationship is working here. It's building on this. Okay, I'll be honest. It's not your typical comic book romance, but it is very much a typical of this type of show romance, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
It's cutesy, wootsy little, oh, they both like each other, they really do love each other, but they're too embarrassed.
I mean, I can believe it. Sometimes it can take a while to work things out, even if there is mutual feelings on both sides due to context.
Exactly. And again, I'm still loving Lois here. Lois is still my favorite.
She really is the star here.
She is. I mean, so is Clark. Clark is very close. Now, do I feel that this version of Clark is perfect? As in my perfect and Superman? No. There's still problem. I get, it's one of those cases where the execution fits the show they're going for. Is that what I want to see from the character? No. But I'm willing to accept it for what they're going with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like, it's sort of a cousin of the suspension of disbelief. It's like, okay, I can see you've got a strong premise here, even if it's something I wouldn't normally prefer, so I'll let you roll with it.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And like I said, with all this overall, I mean, this is just a tack on to our last video, so we don't have to go in as much in depth here, but I still feel it's up to a good start. Not all episodes, especially the first post-pilot episode, are usually good. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it can sort of take a while for something to find its footing.
Exactly. But overall, I give this one a 7 out of 10. What do you think?
I would say about that.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you for coming on, and hopefully I'll get this video on before the next episode shows up.
Hopefully.
Yep, and we'll see you all on the next one. Take care.